Hey there, I'm Daria and this is the Movavi vlog, your go-to channel for creating cool videos and photos sometimes. I bet you've seen videos with very promising titles like this: 7 incredible camera hacks or 33 easy photography tricks. All these tips seem to be very simple and the results are so impressive that we decided to select the top 5 of most intriguing life hacks to check if they really work in real life. In today's episode, we're gonna figure out how to get a rainbow for your Instagram photos, what your grandma's glasses are useful for, if it is possible to use a donut hole instead of your camera lens, if there is a way to imitate expansive cinematic shots with the help of your phone, how to make incredible light leaks, and finally, how to make a homemade smoke machine, because we promised the tutorial for you. Drop your requests about it and we'll shoot an episode on it
many months later.
Also, we've selected our own top 5 worst life hacks for photo and video shooting. Wanna see this? Give us your thumbs up if you do and let us know in the comments which hacks you've tried that turned out to be a complete disaster. Let's see if we can gain 200 comments under this video. And if we do, we'll make an episode to bust each of these 5 worst life hacks. So, let's get started. To make this episode even more interesting, we decided to separate the life hacks into 2 different phases. For the first phase, I'm gonna recreate a hack right away with the help of my phone. And if I fail, on the second phase, my colleagues will involve more sophisticated equipment in testing. If it doesn't work either, it'll be 100% busted. Let's start with an easy one. Creators of the Blossom channel are trying to assure us this fabulous rainbow can be created with the help of a compact disc and a flashlight on your phone. Can't wait to have photos like this already. Okay, let's grab the disc and turn the flashlight on. No leprechaun will be obsessed with this rainbow. Blossom guys, are you serious? But we won't give up. Let's take a brighter flashlight. Indeed, you can achieve rainbow colors if you put your city under the light in the right way. The more focused the beam of light, the brighter the rainbow. And that might work better for your photos. Take photos in a shaded location to boost the brightness of your rainbow. This way, you can get awesome shots even with your phone. If your rainbow isn't bright enough, you can do some manual adjustments with Movavi photo editor. Looks great! Here's my verdict. I hit the dislike to the Blossom channel video because I feel shortchanged, but I must admit this trick could be effective if it is used with some tweaks and upgrades. Another application of a city is covering the frame partially. Say what? The method works only if you use a high-speed lens with a focal length over 50 mm and 2.8 aperture parameter. If you feel confused about all the terms we're using, check out our episode on focal lengths and manual camera settings. The links, as always, are in the description. Taking pictures with a wide-angle lens that is less than 35 mm or a smartphone, you'll just get a chunk of the city in the frame instead of beautiful light leaks and reflections. If you need a working version of the hack for any device, use a flashlight. Carefully aim a light beam towards a lens tangentially. Try different directions and angles. But try not to point the light directly at the lens, because it can simply damage the matrix. The biggest life hack channel offers to take a picture through a pair of glasses. And I'm, like a real hipster, wearing these non-prescription glasses, so for the shooting we gotta need the opposite ones. And again, we're starting with the phone. No results here so far, so I'm afraid we're gonna take the camera. Wide-angle lenses don't make it any better. Lenses over 50mm make the effect more noticeable. But if you use a wide-open aperture, in our place it's 1.8, the zone behind the glasses gets significantly blurry, but at the same time the spectacle frame gets blurry too, which is destroying picture aesthetics. If you make the aperture a bit narrower, the frame outline gets sharper, but the effect as a result becomes weaker. And only spectacles with prescription of 1.5 diopters and aperture parameters in the range from 5 to 7 finally gave us the desirable effect. All in all, we could hardly manage to get a similar picture by selecting the right type of settings and right glasses. But wouldn't you agree that life hacks are supposed to make our life easier, not to complicate it and not to do some research? Here is what. The idea itself is good, but it has its own features, so we cannot call it a life hack. Let us know in the comments if it worked out for you. Do you remember a few episodes ago we promised we'd explain how to make a similar logo? So we picked the tutorial on homemade fog machines especially for that. Let's test it! To make a smoke machine we need a candle, an aluminum cup, a holder, a plastic bottle, a tape, water and glycerin. The idea is quite simple. We have to heat the glycerin to make it evaporate. Now let's mix 1 part of glycerin with 3 parts of water. Then set the candle, holder and cup. Light the candle. Pour the mixture in the cup. Attach an impromptu nozzle. And wait. Glycerin starts evaporating, but it goes very slow. And let's be frank, it's far from the example given in the original video. Also, the bottleneck started melting. Of course, there is one more option involving a hairdryer, but... we have to warn you not to experiment with this at home or without parental supervision. We must admit that the idea of creating a homemade fog machine is a total loss. But we'll stay positive and continue our life hack hunt. Let's go further. As the admin channel says, you can get this stunning blur effect by making a hole in a piece of paper and taking a picture through it. But looking at this real example, I've given up believing it. Let's try to do something of this kind. Looks like we gotta make a hole a bit larger. Anyway, it looks far from the effect we were shown in the photograph. We've tried plenty of options, but as you can see, the effect we have falls short of what we desire. But why, you may ask? Because the author of that video was a lazy copywriter. Leisurely googling, you may find out that a pinhole camera is the simplest photo camera, with a small hole instead of any lens. It is also called Stenobi, or camera obscure. Basically, the pinhole camera is a light-proof box with the hole on one side and film on the opposite one. Let's try recreating the trick with our Canon 60D. Now we have to detach the lens and cover this place with a piece of aluminum tape. Then make a small hole right in the middle. We have to be careful not to damage inner parts. Okay, let's check it. It works! Of course, there won't be perfect sharpness, but the effect is really nice. Just a little light goes through the hole, so you'll need to set longer exposure parameters and use a tripod. See? You don't even need lens to create things. But truth be told, it's quite a lazy parody of the true pinhole lens. Anyway, we went off the topic already. If you want to learn more about the pinhole lens and the pinhole effect as such, let us know in the comments. And here's the yummy part. This life hack is promising us beautiful horizontal light leaks typical of expensive filmmaking lenses. Lenses like this are called anamorphic lenses. And the reason why they are different from regular ones is that they give the oval bokeh shape, slightly distorted proportions, and this unique horizontal light leaks from bright sources of light. Actually, all these features are more like side effects, but somehow they are associated with professional film production. All we need is a guitar string. We grabbed a thin one, it's only 0.25 millimeters. Then we have to extend it across the lens vertically. Let's start with the phone. We won't sweat it and just tape the string to the phone. But it has to cross the lens right in the middle. Let's go test it. That's pretty good. A really nice light leak has appeared in the picture. But the phone lens is quite small, so the string covers a bigger part of it, which is why we can see it in the frame. Now it's time to test it with the camera. That looks much better. The string almost disappeared, but the light leaks are still here. I have to note that portrait and telephoto lenses, I mean those which are over 50 mm, perform best with this trick. Wide-angle lenses won't give such an impressive result. The light leaks get smaller and the string appears in the frame. Verdict: it's lit. Movavi blog approved. That's all for now. Let us know in the comments if you like this episode and you want to see more of life hacks tested. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and give us your thumbs up. Bye!